Yes, I know, hummus is great, everybody loves it, myself included. But I think it's time to move on and try something new. Be the cool host that surprises the dinner guests and try these 3 homemade alternatives. A popular one, a very underrated dip, and finally a recipe of myself following the hummus formula. Let's do this! First of all, we're gonna prepare a few vegetables which will go to the oven. For the baba ganoush, 2 garlic heads and an eggplant. Start cutting the top and the bottom of the eggplant and cut it in 2 halves. We will also make a few cuts in the surface so it cooks better. And now our garlic. You could add it raw, but in my opinion it tastes very nice if it's slowly roasted in the oven. Cut it in 2 halves, add some olive oil and salt and wrap it in aluminium. Now we will prepare a couple of red peppers for the Muhammara. Cut it roughly in 4 pieces, remove the seeds and also the wet parts for a better texture. Once everything is ready, prepare a tray and place there the garlics, the eggplant, add some olive oil and salt to it, and finally the red pepper, which we will season as well. Now, time to go to the oven, which was preheated with heat at the top and the bottom at around 180 degrees. Place the tray in the middle and now time to be patient, as they could last around 30 or 40 minutes, depending on the oven. Now that our veggies are nicely roasted, we can start with our baba ganoush. Take the eggplant and start taking the flesh out. I helped myself with a spoon. One tip from my side, be more patient than me and wait until the eggplant cools down a bit. If it's properly cooked, you should be able to peel it very easily. I am putting all the flesh in a bowl and, when finished, instead of using a mixer, I will use a fork to make a paste of it. I personally prefer the dip has some texture. And we are almost done. We just need to add the rest of ingredients. Start with the garlic. Again, if it was cooked, it should be very soft and get out with no effort. Add cumin at your taste, some salt, a couple of spoons of a good quality tahini, some lemon juice, and whisk properly to get everything mixed. Once we have a nice paste like this, we are done and it is time to plate it. Put it in a nice bowl and add a bit of the Mediterranean secret weapon. Yes, olive oil. Look at this. It looks great, right? Let's go with the next tip. We will go now with the Muhammara. Prepare your roasted red peppers and, again, with the help of a spoon, start removing the flesh out. A tip here from my side is that you can cut the pepper in bigger pieces to make the process easier. Don't be afraid of taking some of the slightly burnt parts. That will add a fantastic layer of flavor later. Now, let's toast a few walnuts in a pan. Prepare it with a bit of olive oil at medium-high heat and add the walnuts. The process should not take longer than 5 minutes, but remove them from time to time so they don't burn. Once golden, take them out. We are preparing now a mixer glass where we will put our peeled peppers, the toasted walnuts and a bit of toasted bread, like a loaf. Sorry, I did not shoot the step of toasting the bread, but I assume you are smart enough to do this correctly. Now add 1 garlic clove and a pinch of sweet smoked paprika. I will add also some balsamic vinegar, salt and a bit of olive oil. And time to mix everything. At the end we should get a paste like this with a super beautiful red color and a wonderful smell. And so easy this one is. Put the paste in a bowl and I like to add a contrast with a fresh herb. I will use basil for this. For the last one, we are going to boil lentils until they are soft. Once we have them and they cool down a bit, prepare a mixer glass and add them. A couple of tahini spoons, 2 garlics and now the special thing for this recipe, a bit of ras al hanout, which is a spice mix typical of Morocco. I prepared a chicken marinated in this in a past recipe. Add some lemon as well and finally a bit of ice and some cold water, which will help to get a nicer texture. Mix everything and ready. Plate it and for this one a few fresh petersil leaves match perfectly. And we are ready now. Our 3 dips are prepared. If you liked the video, please subscribe, give a like and comment. Let the taste be your guide and buen provecho!